All right, let's move on to document security. For documents, the threat is that someone gets access to documents, and you don't want that. When it comes to Dropbox and OneDrive and Google Drive, technically they synchronize the files, but I want to highlight OneDrive, and I don't actually know, I haven't studied in detail the depth to which Box or Dropbox or Google Drive have implemented this, but we do know, we have verified that OneDrive does support HIPAA auditing and HIPAA required controls. And so there's two things with OneDrive. OneDrive is the file synchronization, but it was actually built on top of the SharePoint infrastructure, which is actually quite old. Microsoft acquired what will become SharePoint a while ago and is built on top of it. But of course, accessing documents through the SharePoint UI was really clunky. And so OneDrive kind of made the interface a lot better and added folder structures and lots of other goodies. But SharePoint over OneDrive adds team-based access for more granularity. So you can create your teams, you can add people to the teams, and then grant SharePoint projects which own OneDrive folders, and you can use that granularity of access. And then once somebody leaves the team, it all flows through, and you can do that nicely. Without the SharePoint security features, it's a little bit more clunky with OneDrive, and I think by extension, Box and Dropbox and Google Drive, you can do it, just takes more work. And then you also need to think about local downloads and email attachments, because you do have emails and local workstation security, and so that comes back to the physical security of the computer. Do you have BitLocker? Do you have domain access? And do you have just policies or way of working which tend to limit the number of documents that just stay on somebody's hard drive? You might even consider, having an automated script that runs on a schedule to auto delete things in your own downloads folder, because everywhere on the web, when you download something, it tends to go to your Windows download folder. And so you can just help yourself by having an automated job that runs, however periodically is appropriate for you, and just clear out the downloads folder, because anything important is going to end up in an appropriate OneDrive folder anyway, I think.